Good morning. I ask that all families and guests please have a seat so that we can start graduation. Good morning. My name is Darius Thompson, and I am the advisor for the class of 2024. On behalf of these seniors and the entire Cristo Rey Jesuit community, I would like to welcome you to the Cathedral of Mary Our Queen for the 14th commencement exercises of Cristo Rey Jesuit High School. So that everyone may enjoy this happy day, please silence all cell phones. The faculty and trustees of Cristo Rey Jesuit High School will now enter in a traditional academic procession. Please remain seated so that all may enjoy the procession. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce the class of 2024. Please welcome Mrs. Georgia McElroy, Principal.
Good morning, and welcome guests and graduates. As principal of Cristo Rey Jesuit High School, it is an honor to stand before you as we welcome the class of 2024. Buenos días y bienvenidos, invitados y graduados. Como director de Cristo Rey Jesuit High School, es un honor estar frente a ustedes y celebrar la promoción de clase 2024. Class of 2024, it has been an absolute pleasure, and I count it all joy to have begun my journey at Cristo Rey with you. You and I started Cristo Rey Jesuit High at the same time. Together we learned the ropes of CRJ, and I have truly been inspired as I have watched you all collectively persevere in the face of adversity, advocate respectfully to make our school a better place, and dream big as you embrace the old saying, "The world is mine," which is evident in your many accomplishments. So today, as we welcome your family and friends to this beautiful occasion, I agree with you. The world is yours, as long as you continue to press towards the mark of the high calling, which only lies in Christ Jesus. Each of you has earned admission to a 4-year college. Together, this class, we can clap, that's all right. Together, this class has been awarded a merit scholarship and financial aid more than $5 million for the first year and over $21 million collectively. be remiss if I didn't acknowledge those who have helped the class of 2024 along their journey. First, I'd like to ask the best faculty in Baltimore City and staff to please stand and be recognized. We are also grateful to our generous scholarship benefactors and corporate partners, the 96 businesses and community organizations that saw the potential in our scholars and helped them in our mission to provide an excellent education in hospitals, law firms, and many other businesses that have contributed to their future careers. As we celebrate these wonderful students today, join me in showing appreciation for our outstanding corporate partners. Last but most definitely not least, I would like to thank our graduates' parents and family members. Graduates, please stand and face the crowd. Clap for your family and friends. As you clap, all right, as you clap for your family and friends, realize that you never would have made it without their love and support. So from our hearts, we thank you for your partnership, your love, and your support over the past 4 years. Again, I say welcome.
We will now hear from London Marie Washington, the salutatorian for the class of 2024. Cristo Rey Jesuits Corporate Internship Program designates our salutatorian as the most outstanding student worker. London Marie demonstrated resilience and determination throughout her corporate internship program experience. As a 9th grader, she was a part of the Leadership Foundation program and interned with Gallagher, Avelius, and Jones law firm for 3 years. She continued to thrive, receiving stellar evaluations for her 4 years. Her supervisor stated not only did she complete all of her tasks without prompting, she did it with a great attitude and a smile. I am pleased to invite London Marie Washington to the podium to share a few remarks.
Good morning. I'm glad to see everyone here for this amazing occasion, and I'm so happy that it's finally here. For those who do not know me, I am London Marie Washington. I was class president this year, a peer minister, anime club president for 2 years, and I managed some sports during my 10th and 11th grade years. I also did the advisory announcements and so much more. As you can tell, I have been a busy person around Cristo Rey, as I am always being a part of something. But my favorite part of all was working at Gallagher, Avelius, and Jones LLP for my CIP work days. The CIP program was a major reason why I wanted to attend Cristo Rey. Ever since I was young, I have said that I wanted to be a lawyer because I like reading and enjoy writing whenever I get the chance. My mom will also say I argue a lot so that I could be a great lawyer. Some of these skills are a major part of being a lawyer. So when I heard that there was a place where I could get experience before going to college, I wanted to go. I also love the idea of only going to school 3 or 4 days a week. So when I applied to Cristo Rey, I already knew what kind of workplace I wanted to work at. However, I didn't realize the pandemic would sadly shut everything down. I didn't know how the classes or the CIP program would work, or how I would connect with people. Having my first year of high school through a screen was hard. Not being able to connect was one of the hardest parts. I was sad I couldn't go into a law office. I thought it was all so frustrating. The one thing I really wanted at Cristo Rey, I couldn't even do. But all our classes, including CIP, were virtual. So every Wednesday, we had to log in with our relationship manager, and there I met Miss Elliott. She was very nice, and I could tell she just wanted us to be there, but not forcing us to turn our cameras on, which I hated. But she would also ask us questions about our day and things that we liked, which ended with me saying my favorite musical was Hamilton, and she liked it too. So she decided to play a song from the musical named Satisfied, which promptly made everyone in the chat say Hamilton was trash and to turn the music off. But she didn't. She kept playing it and laughed at the people in the chat saying to turn it off. I didn't know at the time that I was making a connection with her, which will grow even more throughout my years at Cristo Rey. During my freshman year with CIP, I joined Zooms and did career training modules, but I also still enjoyed it because of Miss Elliott and her kindness. I was excited to know we would be going back in person for my 10th grade year. I just couldn't wait to go and meet new people, even though I was very nervous. But I was even more excited to do the CIP program in person. Sadly, that year, CIP was still virtual for the first month of school to ensure that we were placed in the right places. I made sure that on the paper I put a law firm by adding related topics to ensure I would be working somewhere in the legal field. So when I found out my CIP placement was at a law firm, I was ecstatic. I couldn't wait for my first day of work. I wanted to see all the staff who worked in the law office. On my first day there, I was extremely nervous, thinking I would or do or say something wrong. I was worried the job would be too challenging and I wouldn't do well. I barely even knew how to get to the building, and when I stepped off the Cristo Rey bus, I saw that I was in the middle of Charles Street. The bus driver told me to walk up the steps, and I would be able to find the building. I also had a paper with the names of my supervisors and some encouraging words. The paper said that my supervisors' names were Miss Diana DeGana, Miss Linda Wilson, and Mr. Mike Nolan. They seemed nice from their names, but you can't really tell until you meet someone. When I met them, I found out they were very nice and very helpful. They showed me around the office and even ate lunch with me. During the lunch, they asked me questions to learn more about me and who I was as a person. I asked questions about them and how working in a law office really was. They answered my questions with smiles, and I appreciated it. I could tell this was going to be a start to a very beautiful relationship, and I was right. During my first year there, I learned a lot about the upkeep of the office, how to index, scan, and file, which I found to be fun. But halfway through my first year, one of my supervisors left, and I was getting a new one who I knew nothing about. I was sad that he was leaving since I got most of my work tasks from him, and I thought I was going to be bored and that I would have nothing to do. This was not the case in the Silas, which I liked because I always need something to do or I would just be bored sitting there. My first year ended on a good note and I liked it, which is why I went back for my 11th grade year. This year I had a new supervisor, and his name was Mr. Jeff Utz. We met briefly last year after he took over my other supervisor job, but we didn't talk much because he was still adjusting. He was still kind throughout our conversations. Now thinking back, I loved my junior year since I worked on Thursdays when they planned most of the events. I enjoyed setting up the events and taking part in most of them, like the birthday celebrations, lunch meetings, and informational presentations that took place. My 11th grade year with my CIP job was great. Even with many people I knew leaving the company due to other paths, including another one of my supervisors, I learned and enjoyed the new connections and relationships with many people around the office. I genuinely enjoyed my internship. I have made connections there, so I didn't want to leave. I decided to stay for my last year. During this year, I did a presentation which was very fun to do, even though I hate public speaking. I enjoyed getting to pick my topic and plan the day to present. I even got to pick the lunch. I felt like it had prepared me for the future when I will have to do this. During my time at Gallagher, I have had support throughout every decision I have made. The people at Gallagher have made me feel welcome. I have loved every minute of it. I was even surprised after all the hard work I have received a summer job from them, which I will be doing over the summer. This made me feel like my effort and work didn't go unnoticed and that I did a great job. But none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for my biggest supporters, my family, especially. My mother is one of the hardest working people I know. She is the one who inspires me to be the best possible version of myself. From a young age, she has told me that I can do anything. That's what most people tell their parents, but to me, I feel like I really can. She has always been there for me, and I love her for that. Even when I had doubts, or wasn't proud of an accomplishment, she made sure that I knew that none of the accomplishments were small and that they were big, and there were steps to a bigger goal. Thank you for everything. I would also like to thank the people here at Cristo Rey for all their help during my years here and being understanding, careful, caring, and thoughtful all my time. For the connections I have made with most of the staff here, thank you. To you all, I would also like to give a huge thank you to everyone at Gallagher for all the help they have given me during my time there and for always being there for me. I would also like to thank my friends for always helping me when I needed it or just giving me a laugh. We have had some fun times together and have grown very close. It would be very hard not being able to see you each and every day or even have classes together like we usually do. But I know we will always be there for one another like we have. And now to the class of 2024. I just want to leave you with this. Even though we started our high school years off during COVID-19, we have still made connections, and we're there for one another, and even tried to make some normalcy. We have found the people who can help us with the rest of our lives, and people we even didn't think we could be friends with. Now, as we head off to college, many of us will be without our closest friends, but that shouldn't stop you from making new connections. These connections will be invaluable to help you secure a job or making more friends. We are about to embark on a new journey, sometimes alone and sometimes with familiar faces. Building and nurturing connections will help you through tough times. So try to get out there to make them. Even the smallest connection can make a big change. Remember, this is just a closing in one chapter to a bigger book. With that being said, I wish everyone the best in their future endeavors. Class of 2024, we are officially out.
At this time in our program, we pause to offer 3 special awards to graduating seniors: the Asia Ring Memorial Award, the Pedro Arrupe S.J. Faith that Does Justice Prize, and the Cristo Rey Way Award. Our Interim Director of Corporate Internship Program, Mrs. Patricia Hill, will present the first award.
The Asia Ring Memorial Award honors the memory of Asia Ring, a beloved employee of the Cristo Rey Jesuit Corporate Internship Program. The awardee will receive a certificate and a specially commissioned medal. This award is given to the member of the senior class who has most consistently demonstrated Asia's best qualities: the determination to succeed despite obstacles and setbacks, a strong work ethic, a straight-talking, no-nonsense, down-to-earth approach to life, a unique confidence in one's own style, a loving nature, and a great sense of humor. The winner of the 2024 Asia Ring Memorial Award is Nikaya Bartz. Nikaya, would you please come forward?
Ms. Tiffany Butler, Assistant Principal, will now present the Pedro Arrupe S.J. Faith that Does Justice Prize.
The Pedro Arrupe S.J. Faith that Does Justice Prize is named for the former Superior General of the Jesuits. Considered the second founder of the Society of Jesus, Pedro Arrupe ushered in a renewed focus on social justice for Jesuits during the 1970s. He called for us to put our faith into action. We should be living the gospel call to love each other and look out for the least among us. This award is given to the member of the senior class who exemplifies the spirit of Pedro Arrupe, the student who has gone beyond the community service requirements, shown compassion to those less fortunate, and shows a commitment to being a voice for the voiceless. This senior also shows an understanding of social change, willingness to be a peacemaker in school and community settings, and a genuine desire to develop a personal spirituality. The winner receives a certificate and a Cristo Rey medal. The winner of the 2024 Pedro Arrupe S.J. Award is Sansere Johnson. Would you please come forward?
Mrs. Georgia McElroy will now present the Cristo Rey Way Award.
The Cristo Rey Way Award is given annually to the member of the senior class who most exemplifies the qualities of the Cristo Rey Way. The selected student has consistently demonstrated sterling character, personal integrity, excellent attendance, a caring disposition, a clear commitment to community service, and a steadfast work ethic. Eager to help others and honest in all dealings, this student has made academic study and job performance priorities and has gone out of his or her way to be a model citizen in the school community. The awardee will receive a specially commissioned medal that bears the words, Ad Maiorem Dei Gloriam, for the greater glory of God. The winner of the 2024 Cristo Rey Way Award is DeKel Elliott.
And now, please welcome our president, Mr. Walter Reep, to introduce our commencement speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and distinguished graduates of Cristo Rey Jesuits Class of 2024. It is my distinct honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. John Foster, founder and Chief Impact Officer at Fearless Technologies. Mr. Foster's journey is a testament to the transformative power of dedication, innovation, and a steadfast commitment to making a positive impact. A graduate of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, where he earned his bachelor's degree in computer engineering, and later Loyola University, where he obtained his MBA. Mr. Foster's educational journey laid the foundation for his remarkable career. Mr. Foster's tenure as Chief Operating Officer at Fearless, a dynamic digital services firm headquartered in downtown Baltimore, exemplifies his leadership vision. Fearless partners with federal agencies to develop powerful and scalable technologies that improve the lives of individuals and communities. More than just staying ahead of the curve, Fearless is driven by a mission to propel the tech industry forward, pushing boundaries and redefining what is possible. However, what truly sets Mr. Foster apart is his unwavering belief that for-profit organizations are responsible for uplifting and empowering communities. As Fearless's Chief Impact Officer, equity is not just a buzzword, but the guiding principle that informs every decision and action. Mr. Foster's aim is clear: to cultivate a world that is more inclusive, empathetic, and equitable for all. Students, faculty, family, and friends, it is my pleasure to welcome John Foster as this year's commencement speaker.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to try one more time. Good morning. There we go. It's a glorious day. I want to thank the staff for allowing me to be here. Parents, thank you so much. And class of 2024, congratulations. I'm reminded real quick about a quote from Sir Isaac Newton that says, "If I've seen farther, it's because I've stood on the shoulders of giants," right? So class, little exercise before you get your diplomas. I need you to stand. Stand real quick. Turn and face your parents. Turn and face the staff and just say thank you. Give them a round of applause, please. Thank you, thank you. So I want to start with a quote that honestly came from a movie, first time I heard it, called Coach Carter. I don't know if y'all have seen it. Maybe I'm dating myself a little bit. The quote maybe is attributed to Nelson Mandela, Marianne Williamson, some other folks, right? But I just want to share, I think it's appropriate for today, and it kind of goes like this. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I really love this quote. It fuels me literally every day. And thus there's one idea and one challenge that I want to share with y'all briefly this morning. The idea is simple. Y'all looking at me? Always be your authentic self. I'll say it again. Always be your authentic self. Your authentic self is your soul made visible. Your authentic self is your soul made visible. And those who live in a place of authenticity are more confident in their abilities because they can be honest with themselves. Yesterday, my son graduated from 8th grade and had the honor of giving a speech at the commencement. He must have tried to write that speech 3 times before we sat down and we talked about what he was trying to get out of the speech, right? And we talked about the things that really fuel his life. And we talked about the pride of being a young black man in this world. And we talked about the things and people that bring joy to his life. And most importantly, we talked about the importance of not wearing a mask to appease the world. Not wearing a mask to appease his friends or his teachers. And from that, he wrote and told the audience of his story of growth. He was able to speak his truth. So please, once again, the idea is simple. Please be your authentic self, always. So that's the idea. The challenge is this. Never dim your light for the sake of someone else. I'm a father of 2, so told a story about my son, got to talk about my daughter, because that's my life. My 10-year-old daughter plays basketball and lacrosse. Just the other day, I noticed that she was not playing to her fullest potential in a basketball game. She's a little bit taller. I know I'm a little bit shorter. She's a little bit taller and quicker than a lot of the other girls out on the court. And at halftime, I had to pull her aside. You know, the angry dad came out of me a little bit, right? And I had to share with her that she wasn't trying very hard. And I asked her why. And she said that, and it broke my heart, she said, I just don't want to, outshine my teammates, right? And I gave her the feedback on the importance of being her authentic self and showing up and showing out, right? And how not shrinking on the court actually gave her teammates the confidence, the permission and the confidence to do better. It finally stuck with her after I yelled at her a little bit, and she played much better in that second half. I told her, and I'm challenging you all today, once again, going back to the quote, there is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. In life, you will be faced with situations that may compromise who you genuinely are. Don't be swayed from what grounds you and keeps you whole. Surround yourself with a village who will support you and guide you along the way, and who will hold you accountable, for staying true to yourself. So my ask, that you never dim your light to blend in with others. You are one of a kind. You are one of a kind. Be yourself, because everyone else is taken. So class of 2024, I'm coming to the end here. I'm sorry. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. I can't wait to see what you do in life. I see you. I see your authentic you. Your parents, your staff sees your authentic you. The people around you love you and will always support you. So now your challenge is to go out into the world and let your light shine. Because as you do, I know for certain that you will lift up someone else, you will inspire someone else, because as we are liberated from our own fear of being great, our presence automatically liberates someone else. It's what the world needs. This is what the world needs. This is what I expect of you. This is what you should expect of yourself. We are all meant to shine as children do. The world needs you. It needs your mind. It needs your thoughts. It needs your passion. And most importantly, it needs your love. Congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Foster, for those inspiring words. The class valedictorian is the member of the class of 2024 who has achieved in his or her core classes the highest academic grade point average over the course of his or her 4 years at CRJ. This student has set the bar for academic excellence in the class of 2024. Lysette Aguilera Oyarzabal. She has consistently demonstrated a willingness to take intellectual risks and pushed herself beyond the normal classroom experience. Throughout her time here at Cristo Rey, she has modeled perseverance and success daily. Please join me in congratulating Lysette Aguilera Oyarzabal, the class of 2024 valedictorian.
Hola, buenos días. Mi nombre es Lysette Aguilera Oyarzabal. Es un honor estar aquí con todos ustedes. Good morning. My name is Lysette Aguilera Oyarzabal. It is an honor to be here and to be able to give this speech. As a first-generation Mexican-American high school graduate, this moment means the world to me. So I'll be incorporating some Spanish into my speech as a tribute to all the Hispanic students and their families that are here with us today. Le quiero decir primero gracias a Dios que nos permitió llegar a este momento importante en nuestras vidas. Firstly, I would like to thank God who has allowed us to be here in this most important moment in our lives. I am fortunate enough to be here today due to medical reasons during which I wasn't able to attend school in person. It is important to me to express my gratitude for all those who have supported me through those harsh circumstances in my life. I would also like to thank every parent and guardian who has made it possible for us, the class of 2024, to reach this important moment in our lives, as well as our principal, teachers, staff, and our president, and all others who have supported us in every way possible towards our education. I want to thank my parents, Justino Aguilar and Rocio Yorzabal, who are my heroes and my support system. I can only imagine the pain and struggles that my parents have gone through and still face to this day, because of the fact that they were born in a different country with different expectations and realities. They left their home, friends, and family to provide me with the chances they could have never imagined. The fact is that those sacrifices helped me to become the woman who I am today. They gave up their own aspirations to ensure that I and my sisters may achieve ours. I wouldn't be standing here today giving the speech without them. Mamá y papá, no hay palabras suficientes para expresar mi agradecimiento, pero quiero que sepan que sus sacrificios me han traído a este gran momento en mi vida. Sin ustedes no estaría aquí dando este discurso para celebrar todo lo que hemos logrado juntos. Class of 2024, after 3 years and 8 months, we did it. The day we have been waiting for is finally here. All our late night study sessions, all of our assignments that were due exactly 11:59 p.m., and all our tears and sweat were all for this day, June 11th, 2024, our graduation day. We had a difficult beginning, I recall, receiving a call from our schools in March 2020, informing us that we would be getting 2 weeks off. At the time, we had no idea that a pandemic was about to rob us our freshman year. Despite the fact that this was a barrier that we had to overcome, we were not particularly affected. In fact, it strengthened us. We came to a realization that although life will inevitably present us with unexpected challenges, we must persevere because in the end we will succeed. We will never forget the incredible times we had here at CRJ, searching high and low for something black to wear during homecoming week, dancing in the Hispanic Heritage Dance with our friends, winning an athletic game, receiving our junior rings, cheering loudly at pep rallies, and pieing our teachers for Spirit Week. We've matured a lot over these past 4 years, from frightened freshmen to mature seniors ready to face the world and whatever it throws at us. This year was challenging since we had to maintain good grades while still working on capstone presentations and college applications. But the class of 2024 finished strong. Despite the fact that we were only a small class of 65 students, we were the best CRJ could have ever received. Even though learning behind a computer screen was not our ideal freshman year, we all imagined at the end of our CRJ journey we were able to be admitted into 4-year universities, including colleges like Stevenson University, Loyola Marymount, Delaware University, UMD, UMBC, and Goucher College, which are both in and out of state, with totaling more than $2 million of just scholarships. Congratulations to all. As you begin this new journey, keep a few things in mind. First, never give up, even if things are hard, even if things are bad and you can't see ahead. I want y'all to remember that a bad grade on an exam does not define your worth, and the world doesn't end when you reach 18. And that rocky beginnings do not necessarily suggest bad endings. Second, always believe in yourself. You can achieve everything you set your mind to. I want you to keep in mind that throughout these 4 years, we persevered. And you ought to do the same for the rest of your life. Como dice la oración de Universidad de San Ignacio de Loyola, as it says in the prayer of generosity of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, a dar sin medida, a combatir sin temor a las heridas, a trabajar sin descanso, to give and to not count the cost, to fight and not heed the wounds, and to labor and not to seek for rest. The world is waiting for you to step up and apply your abilities and skills to make an impact that will endure throughout your life and beyond. Finally, as Ms. Darden always stated, act your age, not your shoe size. Thank you, class of 2024, for an unforgettable 4 years. I have no doubt that we will continue to succeed and make our families proud. No dudo que vamos a continuar siendo exitosos y hacer nuestras familias orgullosos. Gracias.
Thank you very much, Lacet. We will now enjoy a performance of Ludovico Aunandi by Jefferson Ramos Diaz. Awesome job, Jeff. Okay. And now, we are pleased to present to you again the Cristo Rey Jesuit High School Class of 2024.
The following members of the Cristo Rey Jesuit High School Class of 2024 have successfully completed the prescribed course of studies and are awarded a high school diploma. Lysette Aguilar Oyozabal. Brooklyn Alexander. Kayla Barnes. Nakaya Bartz. Cristina Patres Orellana. Angel Brown. Dennis Burden Armstrong. Christian Caltempa Vidals.
Jordan Carter. Ana Chicas de la Cruz. Leon Clark. Xavier Colón. Jocelyn Contreras Machado. Carla Cuesta Díaz. Melvin Coffey Jr. Rosa de los Santos Galicia. Génesis Elías Argueta. Daquel Elliott.
Ashby Galindo Vasquez. Andrea Garcia Molina. Josiah Gilliam. Makai Graham. Ciante Green. Esmeralda Guzman Chicas. Raekwon Hall. Charles Hamilton III. Paige Hewlin. Talia Howard.
Sadia Jennings. Sansere Johnson. Trinity Jones. Coley Knight. La Kayla Lambert. Jalen Lewis. Brian Marquez Medrano. Jamar McLaughlin Green Jr. Joana Melchor Ávila. Génesis Mesa Atunes.
Christian Mushayuma. Brian Orozco Godinez. Nevaeh Paxton. Javon Pierce. Stephanie Prajedis Lopez. Kira Pulley. Jefferson Ramos Diaz. Michaela Richardson. Nicholas Roscoe. Lucila Santos Marin.
Jalen Satterfield Johnson. Autumn Scott. Courtney Shire. Austin Simon. Judy Tamay. Kennedy Taylor. Willy Torres Sánchez. Ada Valle Benítez. Andre Wade. London Marie Washington.
Grant Wheeler. Delvin White. Kamau Wise. And Kamari Zubar. Class of 2024, please turn and face the audience. You may signify your new status as graduates of Cristo Rey Jesuit High School by moving the tassel from the right to the left. Right to left. There you go. Class of 2024, you may be seated.
We close this joyous day with a benediction offered by Father Rick Malloy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is often said in church that it isn't over until the fat priest prays. Here at Cristo Rey Jesuit, we are Jesuit and Catholic. And part of being Catholic is holding in respect all the ways in which people in the human family strive to understand the mystery of God. So today, we invite and encourage everyone to pray in the faith tradition in which you root your soul. At Cristo Rey Jesuit, we often pray St. Ignatius' prayer for generosity. Our valedictorian noted this. And so we begin our prayer today as we thank God for the abundance of blessings in our lives, and we thank God for the blessing you, the class of 2024, are for our world. So we begin in the Catholic tradition in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. In el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo. Lord, teach us to be generous. Teach us to recognize when those around us are in need. Teach us to give of ourselves to live the Magis. Teach us to serve you as you deserve. Teach us to act out of love toward our neighbors. Teach us to live out this call to be men and women for and with others. To give and not to count the cost. To give freely of our gifts. To give and expect nothing in return. To fight and not to heed the wounds. To fight for what is right and good in our world. To fight against the sin and evil of racism in all its insidious forms. To fight for and with those on the margins, for those who are voiceless. To toil and not to seek for rest. To toil for our own good and the good of our community. To fight for and with the voices who need to be heard and those on the margins of our society. To labor and not to seek for any reward. To labor for the rights of those less fortunate. To labor for the good of Baltimore and the world, save that of knowing that we do your will. Lord, your love and your grace are enough for us. Help us all, AMDG, for the greater glory of God in all we do. St. Ignatius, pray for us. Now I invite the class of 2024 to remain seated, and I would invite everybody else in the congregation to please stand. And please extend your hands over our graduates this day as we call down this blessing upon them. Y inclinemos la cabeza para pedir la bendición de Dios. May God grant you joy this day for the journey long, courage for the choices, faith for freedom's song, hope to heal all hurt and sadness, love to last all days, till our lives in harmony join God in endless praise. And may God bless you, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. In nombre del Padre y del Espíritu Santo. Amen.
Our trustees and faculty will lead our new graduates in recession, bringing to a close today's celebration. We wish our graduates Godspeed, and we offer each and every one of you heartfelt and sincere thanks for sharing today with us. And now, trustees, honored guests, families, and friends, the class of 2024.